来，我们先对一下225页到227页。来，给我题组，第一次上次带你们做的嘛，对不对 ？B 猪 C D 这个应该没什么问题。题组2 B A A 猪 C 要不哪一题？题组2什么？大声一点。第几题？题组3 1到5是 A B 猪 B C。6到10是 C A 猪 C 猪，哪一题要问？都没有啊？啊？上面有写吗？没有。没有啊。之后有写吗？啊？也没有啊。题组4是 C B A 猪 C。第几？啊？第5题。题组4问第5题，还有吗？题组5 ，C B 猪 B A， 第一题，是不是？好，所以我们问的是题组4的第5题，还有题组5的第1题。好，问这2题，其他没有问题啊。好，我们先看一下题组4的第5题，韩晨，你来负责念一下吧。If it had not been for， 再加后面的 this support， 你念完了吗？你再念一次 If it had not been for。
If it had not been for it, for that support for gender
equality。对不对？好，快速的测一下你们上一次上课大概记了多少东西，好不好？好，韩晨，什么叫做 if it had not been for？ 再一次，如果不是或要不是，对不对？好，那要不是的话也算是一种假设语气，它有2种，有一种叫做与现在事实相反。有一种叫做与过去事实相反，夏老师你有印象吗？这题是哪一种？为什么？因为他们前面是 had not been for， 那如果是与现在事实相反 ，if it were not been for， 对不对？很好，那也都对啊。那既然是与过去事实相反，那我的主要子句就要写不是，你再看一下你上次的笔记。上面告诉他，如果是与过去事实相反的话，我的主要子句就要写成无增加加 ed， 而不是过去式。想起来吗 ？OK， 好，所以在这里呢，我们要搭配的呢就是 would， 因为这边是要不是。这位你还记不记得 if it had not been for 还可以写成？非常好 ，Had it not been for， 韩晨还可以把它写成，大声一点，还可以把它写成 without。好，那我的主要子句这边写的是 would， 再加上完成式，对不对？好，所以它这就不会成长这么快速，对不对？所以是 wouldn't have grown。在这个情况里面，我们要表达的是与过去事实相反。好，到这个问题，我回答的问题 ，OK 吗？ 什么叫结节目的问题？你是不是有把它稍微没有记清楚，对不对 ？OK， 好。他很气吗？不是，你有看？啊？哇，转低一点好。好，接下来我们要看的是题组5的第一题，对不对？你是要问那4个片语的意思吗？题组5的第一题，你是要问那4个片语的意思吗？对不对？因为题目的叙述似乎不会太困难。来，那个韩晨，你来念一下 ：The day is October 24th, 1975。念一下。也是空格，对不对？好，来，那么他说这一天呢是1975年的10月24号，对不对？然后呢，在这一个日子里面呢，冰岛这个小岛这个岛国呢，怎么样呢？来，我们来请教一下，身为 A 选项，什么叫 spring up？ 你不会，韩晨告诉他什么叫 spring up？ 你总不会翻春天向上吧 ？Sprung 是 spring 的过去分词叫做迅速兴起的意思。冰岛不是在这一天迅速兴起。如果你有印象的话，我们上次在提到呢，冰岛这个岛国对于全球的两性平权做出了一个极大的贡献，就是他们在1975年这一天10月24号这一天呢，全国的女性都怎么了？稍微有印象？都罢工了，对不对所以他们极力诉说两性平权的关系，所以他们不是在冰岛的势力不是在这一天迅速的兴起，而是这一天全国都陷入了停摆的状态。OK， 你告诉大家，身为 B 选项 ，spread its wing， 展翅高飞、出世身手的意思。OK， 这叫展翅高飞。C 选项，所以说呢，冰岛这个国家，一切的事物全部都停顿下来了，女人也不煮饭，也不洗衣服，也不带小孩的，相对的，男人就没有办法去上班了，对不对？所有一切都停摆了最后呢 ，taken to the street 答对了，走上街头示威的意思冰岛的女性都走上街头去示威了。这个 take to the street， 这里写的是 taken 是过去分词好，这个是题组5，也就是说，在1975年10月24号这一天冰岛这么小的一个岛国呢，整个都陷入停摆了女性呢，他们宣称今天是女人休息日 ，OK， 然后有90%的全国90%的女性同胞都拒绝做任何工作，它的意思是这样 ，OK 吗？好，这个是我们的题组，还有没有问题？没有好，帮我确认一下，第7课我教完了吗？关系副词我记得是教完了，对不对？好，所以我们今天要来到第8课了，所以作业就是要从228到，韩晨写一下，228到多少？233，对不对？好，这是作业题组的多少？题组6到题组13。那这个就是我们这个作业了。OK， 好，所以我们来快速的看一下第7课，我们介绍完了，我们要看第8课。第8课我们应该是从后面的251页讲过了没？251。还没吗？好，来，我们就从251页开始讲来，韩晨251页的第一个片语，你可以念念看给大家听吗？ A thick skin. What do you think a thick skin? 你知道那个 thick 的意思是什么吗？H 厚的，答对了哈。这个字指的是厚的意思啊。所以说第一个片语呢，251页，第一个片语thick skin。来，那什么叫 thick skin？ 知道吗？皮肤，字面上叫做皮肤很厚。我们中文也是类似的形容，但是我们特别讲的是你的脸皮，所以叫厚脸皮，就叫做thick skin。好，thick 这个字本身是形容词，代表厚的意思。skin 这个字本身指的是皮肤。如果我们要形容一个人骨瘦如柴，韩晨，你觉得怎么说？The kids in Africa are usually very 来写一下，我们 skin 后面再加个一个 ny 就变成了 skinny。skinny 就是说哈，那个皮肤下面都没有肉，都只有看到骨头了 ，OK 吗？好，所以叫做骨瘦如柴。好，这是第一个thick skin。OK，skin 代表皮肤的意思。至于 thick 这个字是厚的，相对的字韩成是什么？假设这本书很薄，那薄你会有哪一个字？善言，薄你会用哪一个字？答对了 ，thin 写一下啊，它的相反词就变成了 thin， 就变成了 thin 这个字啊，这个是厚的，那薄的就长这样。那这个也是形容词，代表薄的。OK， 好，这是第一个 thick skin。好 ，skin 呢，大部分指的是人的皮肤 ，OK， 像动物的毛皮的皮肤，我们一般就不是用 skin 啊，我们用皮草这个字叫做 fur，F-U-R，OK， 好，第一题我们结束了，第二题叫做 back on track。申威，什么叫 back on track？ 回到正轨。好，我们把 track 这个字写上去。track 这个字本身指的是轨迹、轨道的意思，所以一切的事物呢都回到了轨迹上面呢，代表回到正轨的意思。所以 back to track 就是回到正轨。好，就像以现在而言呢，还记不记得 COVID-19 刚出来的时候啊，是不是甚至有封城的现象，对不对？那么现在随着疫情呢慢慢的降温之后 ，everybody is back to track， 就是回到正轨，类似这样子 ，OK， 好，就回到原本的正常的生活上面去。可是像乌克兰现在还在打仗，他们的生活可能就没有办法 back to track， 对不对？好，这是第二个片语，好，叫 back to track。第三个片语叫做 throw up。在讲这个片语之前，我们先请教一下善元，你印象里面 throw 是什么意思？投掷，答对了，投掷或者是丢的意思。你会它的三态吗？很好 ，throw、threw、throw it， 这个字指的是投掷或者是丢东西的意思。那 throw up 的意思是指说，假设啊，你吃了一些不干净的食物，你的胃发现这些东西有问题，它就把那些食物沿着你的食道反向的丢上来，所以 throw up 就变成什么意思啊？哎，答对了 ，throw up 就变成了呕吐的意思。OK， 好，那 throw 的三态是属于 ABC， 下叫做 throw。through 啊，所以你等一下在写这个字的时候，你要注意一下 ，whether we're talking about present tense or past tense or actually it is the past participle that we are referring to. OK， 好，这个是 throw up 呕吐的意思。你也可以用一个字表示，叫做 vomit，V-O-M-I-T 也可以。好，好，接下来下一个叫做 in question， 轮到哲伟了哈，哲伟，什么叫做 question？ question 是问题，对不对？所以说 in question 就代表说这件事情应该是还没有定论哈，可能大家都还在讨论当中，因为这个问题还没有被解决哈，这个议题还是处于一个问题的状态，所以代表讨论中的意思，受到质疑的意思哈。下一个字叫做 pros and cons。Pros and cons. When we talk about something, there are always pros and cons. Pros means advantages. Cons means disadvantages. Advantage is something which is good. Disadvantage is something which is bad. Okay? Alright? 有听懂吗？所以answer什么叫 pros and cons?Pros means that something which is good. That's why I call it advantage. And cons is disadvantage. 还记得 advantage 的意思吗？这叫优，这叫做缺。所以我们要讨论一件事情，比如说水可以载舟，亦可以覆舟。每一件事情都有它的 pros and cons。都有它的利与弊，好，这个是 pros and cons. So, for example, if I'm making a decision and you don't know whether your decision is right or wrong, you may try to list all the pros and cons so you can make a comparison to see you got more advantages or disadvantages. Okay, if you realize that if you make a decision and you will have more pros, and then you will probably do it. However, if you realize that, oh, there are a lot of cons and there's very, very little pros, then you will probably not make this kind of decision. Alright? Okay. 好，这个没问题，我们就看下一个。Relate to somebody. What does it mean, relate to somebody? Means that, for example, when you are watching a movie, it's a very, very sad movie. So if you can relate to the actor or the actress, means that you are feeling the same way as somebody does. All right? So it's relate to somebody. Relate 这个字认识吗？我刚才解释用英文解释有听得懂吗？ If you're watching a movie, especially a very touching movie where you cry, yeah, then you are relating to the actors or actress in the movie because you are feeling the way they feel about it. 所以什么意思啊？感同身受。OK， 好 ，relate 是指与什么什么做关联的意思。也就是说呢，你们的表达方式让你呢能够产生了共鸣，对不对？能够感同身受。好，他的演技太好了，所以你会完完全全感受到那个演员想要表达出来的情绪是什么东西。relate 就是与什么什么东西有关联的意思。所以也就是说，他的演技呢，能够让你的情绪跟他的情绪呢产生了关联性，所以你们就有同样的感受。Okay, so we can say relate to someone. All right, and then next one is go down the tubes. 盛元，你有印象 tube 这个是什么意思吗？那你知道有一个很有名的 YouTube， 哎，对，那 YouTube 到底什么意思？就是 YouTube 嘛，对不对？好像没有人跟你讲过 YouTube 到底是什么意思，老师跟你们简单的解释一下啊。首先，你去查字典的时候呢 ，tube 这个字本身原本指的是管子的意思。你家里的有一个电器瓶，啊，它那个后面哈。有一个很大的 tube， 所以那个电器瓶也叫做 tube。猜猜看是什么？你家里面的电器瓶几乎每天都要看电视。OK， 好，你们家的电视是薄的那一种， 还是厚的那一种？你有看过厚的电视吗？
古早的。
对，古早那种厚的电视，我以前小时候是看那种厚的，而且是黑白的，年代不一样。你们有看？你们应该，你出生的时候家里都是薄的电视了，对不对？啊，你们家也是厚的吗？哦 ，OK， 好，正好在那个阶段。那以前如果那个厚的电视哈，你把那个主机壳拆下来，它后面有一个很大只的一个管子，那叫做映像管。那个映像管就是负责处理影像，把它投射到你的荧幕上面去。OK， 所以在美国，电视也叫做 tube。OK， 哦，不是 tub，tube， 好 ，tub 是那个洗澡，那个没有一，你刚念那个字有这个字哦，那叫做 bathtub， 这叫浴缸。OK， 好，所以说在美国啊 ，tube 也可以指的是电视，因为电视早期的电视机后面有一个很大的影响。那你再去看一次这个字，你现在懂了吧？为什么它可以看视频？它就跟电视一样嘛，对不对？然后意思你可以做你自己的电视节目，也可以看人家做的电视节目嘛。大家分享这一些影剧上的视频，所以叫做 YouTube， 不要把它念成什么 YouTube， 好不好？啊，那个字是 tube， 管子的意思。好，那么管子也好，水管也好，都叫做 tube。猜猜看 ，tube 在美国指电视。那你跟英国人讲 tube， 他想到的不是电视，他想到的是一个交通工具。交通工具，电线杆是交通工具吗？很有创意的想法，还有没有？答对了啊！地铁是不是很像路面下面的管子？有没有？然后那个管子是不是可以这样子运行，对不对？好，所以说 tube 这个字在 BRE 在 British English 里面，它指的就是所谓的 underground， 在地面下行驶的交通工具，就叫做地铁。好，这个就是 YouTube 这个字，所以我们花了好多时间在解释 tube。那再来就可以看到 go down to the tubes。好 ，tube 一样，你已经知道了，它叫做管子，对不对？啊，你就想象你在一个巨大的管子里面，然后两只手撑着这样往上爬，结果爬到一半不小心掉下来了，所以就变成失败的意思 ，go down the tubes， 这样可以理解吗 ？OK， 好，它的意思是这样，所以它延伸的意思代表失败的意思。因为你在那个管子里面往上爬的时候呢，掉下来了 ，go down 是往下跑的，对不对？所以 go down to the tubes 就指的是失败的意思。OK， 好，接下来下一个叫做 右。
我课本上面没有那个 tube，go down 是 tube。go
down 什么
？tube。是。这个没有那个 tube， 吗？
有，你看看。
没有。
那你干嘛说？对啊 ，go down the tubes 啊。
是不是写 go down to the tubes？
我 go down the tubes 啊，我都写 tube 啊，这我写错了 ，go down the tubes，go down the tubes， 我写错，对不起。啊，谢谢你，好，接下来下一个 to such an extent that。To such an extent that， 好 ，extent 这个字本身指的是程度的意思。such 有印象是什么意思吗？再一次，相同的好像叫做 same， 这个字是相同的，它也是 s 开头，不过不是这个字，哪一个啊？如此的意思。好，这个跟受的意思是一样，不过 such 后面一样的一个名词。To such an extent that 就代表说前面这个事情呢，已经到了如此的程度，以至于后面这件事情发生了。所以 to such extent that 就变成了以至于的意思。字面上叫到如此的程度嘛。既然前面是已经发展到这样的程度，就代表后边这个事情要发生。好，下一个叫做 have a shot， 然后后面再加上 at， 好 ，shout 这个字在英文当中有好多意思哦。我随便写一个，看看这个字你们认不认识？什么叫做 shot put？Shot put is one of the events in decathlon. Do you know what decathlon is? Decathlon is a kind of sports event. There are 10 different kinds of events in a decathlon. For example, 100-meter race, 400-meter race, 1,500-meter race, hurdle race, long jump, high jump, shot put, pole vault. You know pole vault? No? Pole vault and discus throw and javelin throw. 所以我刚讲了几样活动，10样叫做 decathlon 10项全能。10项全能里面有一项活动叫做 shot put。这里的 shot 是一个金属的球体，通常是用铅做的，用铅做的。垒球用铅做的，你是给人叮当你。然后它通常是这样子，拿在这里，然后啪啪丢出去，是什么？丢什么？丢铅球啊！所以在这里的 shot 指的是铅球，这个字有太多的意思。shot put 里面 shot 指的是铅球啊。那在这里呢 ，have a shot at something 是指有机会去做一件事情。So this is have a shot at doing something. Okay. 最后 steal one's thunder. 来，老师先请问一下哲伟，什么叫 steal one's thunder？ 里面的 steal 是什么意思？知道吗 ？steal 不知道啊。If I have no money and I saw he has some money, I secretly took his money. 怎么用啊？抄袭哦。哦，对，篮球术语指抄截，因为把球偷走了。对 ，OK 啊，那篮球术语是这样没有错。那它原本的在英文当中指的是偷东西的偷。OK 啊，抄截啊，篮球的使用方式。它这个字是不规则动词，它的三态叫 steal、stole、stolen。好，猜猜看，他偷走人家的什么东西 ？Thunder。You know what a thunder is？ 我们以前高中的时候很流行一个卡通，它那个卡通的片名就叫做 Thunder Cat。好吧，猫，它就是画猫，但是猫会站起来像人一样。
黑猫
再一次。
黑猫。
不是。然后那个他们就是维护世界和平，然后只要哪边有发生什么事情的时候，为首的那一只就会把它宝剑举向天空，然后天空就会照出那个猫的样子，然后他就大喊 Thunder 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 Cat， 然后那些猫看到那个天空有那个猫的图形，就会聚集在一起，然后开始行侠仗义。所以 Thunder 是什么意思？知道吗？那个卡通叫做霹雳猫，你们有看过吗？有看过吗？有听过哇？您这年代还有听过 ？OK， 好，那 thunder 到底是什么意思？你知道希腊罗马神话故事里面哪一个是天神里面最大的那一个？宙斯。那你知道宙斯的武器是什么？大声一点。就是 thunder。thunder 是什么意思？闪 电的意思。它闪电一劈下去，大地就裂开了，非常强的一个武器 ，OK 吗？好，来，所以 thunder 在这里指的是一个人最强的东西，对不对？这个是本身，这个是闪电的意思。那所以 still as thunder 呢，就比如说，韩晨本来是今天这个要出来表演的主角，然后他同学可能出来帮他伴舞，结果那个同学本来这个 thunder 应该是韩晨的，对不对？他最强嘛，对不对？今天是他的主角嘛，结果呢，他同学舞跳的比他还好，那他的同学就把他的 thunder 都偷光光，抢了他的什么风采。OK 吗？因为本来他才是主角嘛，他才是那个有 thunder 的人啊，对不对？结果被人家偷走了啊，对，抢了某人的风采、风头啊，风头听得懂了哈？风头、光彩，好，不是这个风，不是这个风，风力。抢了某人的风头啊，抢了某人的光彩 ，still wants thunder. Okay. Alright, so now we finish all the 10 phrases. Now we're going to quickly to read all these phrases. What is the first phrase? 第一个片语后面皮叫做回到正轨。Next one. Very good. Good question. Pros and cons. Very good. Next one. Relate to somebody and then go down the tubes. To such an extent that and then have a shot to do something. What is the last one? Still wants thunder. Very good. So we finished all the 10 phrases. Now we're going to do the exercises over here. Sam, you be the first one. Please read the whole sentence.
After waiting for a long time, Nora finally had a shot at an interview for a job in the fashion
industry. Yeah. After waiting for a long time, Dora finally had a shot at an interview. So had a shot at an interview. And what is the interview about? This interview is about a job in the fashion industry. Okay? So what does it mean industry? Yeah, that's right, very good. For example, you got interested in movie. Maybe when you graduate from school, you can go to the movie industry. That is 什么业？电影产业啊，什么什么 industry 就是这一方面的产业。So this is called movie industry. All right. So that's the first one. After waiting for a long time, Dora finally had a shot at an interview for a job in the fashion industry. So over here we talk about fashion industry. It means that, what does it mean? What does fashion mean? Yeah, fashion means you're in style, right? In fashion, in style. We can also say out of fashion, out of style. What does it mean out of fashion or out of style? No. We're talking about in fashion means in style. What about out of fashion? What do you think it means? Or, yeah, that's right, very good. Thank you very much. Out of style. 上面是走在时代的尖端，对不对？跟上潮流嘛，啊，上面这个片语是跟上潮流的意思，跟上时代的意思。 下面这个配音代表什么意思啊？拜托，这个东西早就已经退流行了，对不对？啊，它已经不是这个。大家现在盛行。So we can say in fashion or in style, out of fashion, out of style can mean the same. Okay? Because fashion always changes, right? And we also talk about fast fashion. Do you remember what a fast fashion is when you were in junior high school? Do you know what a fast fashion is? Yeah, that's right. Okay, so are we going to follow the trend of fast fashion? Yes or no? Should we do that? Very good. Why not? In English, not making. You don't make waste, you cause waste. If you always follow the trend of fast fashion, just like what she said, it will cause a lot of waste. Just like if this clothes is in fashion, in fast fashion, it means that, okay, for this week or 2 weeks later, there will be another new style, right? So your clothes will become out of fashion. It doesn't follow the fast fashion, so you probably have to throw it away. So it's not a good way for us to follow. Okay, that's the first one. Now we're going to move on to the second one. Amy used to hang out with bad people and even thought about dropping out of school. Do you know what drop out of something means? That's right. For example, if you joined the guitar club and then you realize that you don't like guitar at all, so what are you going to do? You're going to drop out of the club. Alright, so you can drop out of something means that you are no longer a part of it. Alright, okay, very good. So we're going to move on to this one up here. It said Amy used to hang out with bad people and even thought about dropping out of school, but luckily her teacher helped her get. Very good, thank you. So the answer to this question here should be back on track. Alright, so that's the answer to question number 2. And then we're going to move on to question number 3. Brandon won a major surgery, but 6 months later, he was fine in his career. Next one. T-H-R-O-U-G-H 这个字念成 through， 好，这个是一个介系词，它代表穿越的意思。through， 所以不是这个字。大声一点。厉害，来，我们写一下下啊。这个字呢，原型叫做 undergo， 过去式叫做 underwent，so that would be undergo, underwent, undergone. When you are undergoing something, means that you are in the process of doing something. Okay, so it would be undergo, underwent, undergone. Okay. Maybe you are undergoing the best moment of your life, or on the contrary, maybe you're undergoing the worst moment of it. It could be anything that you're undergoing. Okay? So the answer to the first question is that. Very good, thank you very much. So she underwent
major surgery 6 months later. He was 5 pounds
Very good. So a major surgery. Do you know what a surgery is? Yeah, that's right. If you have a broken leg or you have a broken arm, then you will probably have to undergo a surgery. All right, okay? So 6 months later, he was back on track. So the answer to this one is back on track. Okay, so we finished number 3. Now we're going to move on to number 4. All right. Next one.
So the man seems to have an
Alibi.
alibi on the night in question. The police have not eliminated him as a suspect.
Yeah, very good. Thank you very much. So we are going to think about the meaning of the word alibi. Does anyone know what an alibi means? When you have an alibi is a piece of evidence. Maybe you are involved in a crime or in something bad, and if you have an alibi, then it can prove that you are not in the crime. Yeah, that's right, very good. Okay, all right, maybe you have a witness or anyway, any proof that can prove to you that you are not in a crime scene, then you have an alibi. Okay, so that's question number 4. Although the man seemed to have an alibi on the night in question, the police have not eliminated him as a suspect. So the answer to this one is in question. All right. And then there's another word, it's called eliminate. Eliminate. To eliminate means that to rule out. Okay? Somebody is not included and is eliminated. Alright? Eliminate. Eliminate means to rule something or somebody out. To exclude something. Okay, so that's this one. Any questions so far? 'Alright, so we finished question number 4. Let's move on to question number 5. The bus was crowded. Sam, what do you think the answer?
The bus was crowded to such an extent that I can
再一次，再一次。
The bus was
Crowded
to such
to such an extent.
that I cannot get on it.
Okay, very good. So the answer to that I cannot get on it. 我会少打一个 can， 对不对？来，我们写一下哈。Number 5, the bus was so crowded to such an extent that I cannot get on it. 我后面帮我多少打一个 cannot, okay? And this is what we call crowd. You know what crowd is? 吃瓜什么？ 群众，对不对 ？crowd 当成名词，就是群众的意思。It means that a bunch of people, all right, a lot of people. And the word crowded means that there are so many people over there, so that will make the space very crowded. For example, during rush hours, especially 7 to 9 o'clock in the morning, 5 to 7 in the evening, the buses are always crowded with passengers, right? Okay, so the word crowded is an adjective, means that there are a lot of people over there. Okay. Alright, so that's number 5. And then we're going to take a look at the next question. Okay, number 6. The building was damaged when extensive maintenance was required. Please go ahead.
The building was damaged due to
Maintenance was required. Very good. Okay, so the answer to this question is also to such an extent that. And there is something I want to remind you is the word extensive. Extensive. Do you remember the homework that I asked you to do to make a video for me? Do you remember that homework? Sam, do you remember that we have such a homework? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, we do have a homework we do have homework like this, right? I know you didn't do it. I know nobody did it. But think about, why do I ask you to do such homework? Am I being very demanding? 老师太机车，对不对？ The reason why I'm asking you to do ER is what we call extensive reading. This is very important for you to learn English well. Because if you don't read, then you wouldn't learn how to use the words, right? And also, you wouldn't be knowing what exactly is going on in the world. Remember that that's a news website, right? So you can watch a lot of different kinds of news, get connected to the real world. Okay, so this kind of reading is called extensive reading. Extensive reading means that you read a lot. You are not only confined in the reading of the book, all right? They are too limited. You are not going to learn a lot. However, if you do the extensive reading, it will help you to remember a lot of vocabulary, grammar features. You will even know what is going on in the world. You can also improve your listening and reading comprehension. So that's exactly what I was asking you to do. All right, please do the extensive reading and make a recording for me. All right, can you do that? Is there anybody who cannot do it? Please let me know. Sam, can you do that?
Yes.
Okay. Next time, send the video clip to me before class, before Saturday. Okay? And remember to read one piece of news every day and pick up one. Choose one news which you like most and pretend that you are the anchor, you are the news reporter, okay? And then try to video it to me. After one video, 2 videos, think about it. If you have 100 video, send to me. Your English will be much, much better, right? Think about it. So I must tell you that you have to do it, okay? All right, so extensive. Extensively. Okay, so this word is an adjective. It means a large scale. Well, if you really don't like to read the news, maybe you can tell me a story. It's also acceptable. You don't like story there. It could be anything, or it could be a movie that you are going to talk about. It's also okay with me, all right? But I just want to know that I think that app is very useful for you to create your own video, okay? All right, so we finished question number 6. Now we are going to move on to question number 7. Are you ready? So, number 7, please read it.
The pros and cons of strike action was discussed.
The pros and cons of strike action were discussed. All right, so the answer to this question, number 7, the pros and cons. Pros and cons, they always go together. Whenever you see pros, usually must be followed by cons. All right, so we always talk about pros and cons. Okay, and strike action. What does it mean, strike action? To strike means that you are not going to your work. Yeah, that's right. Very good. Okay, and then were discussed. What does it mean, discuss? That's right. To discuss something means to talk about something. Okay. All right. So we finish over here, and then we're going to move on to number 8. After riding a roller coaster, please go ahead.
After riding a roller coaster, Jamie fell dizzy and
Very good. After riding a roller coaster, Jamie felt dizzy and threw up. Okay, so the answer to this question over here, number 8, is to throw up. Because he had already ridden on the roller coaster, so now he finished, so we're going to use the past tense. So the past tense over here we'll talk about is through, so that will be through up. Okay, so answer to number 8, after riding a roller coaster. So I believe you know what a roller coaster is, right? But I want to make sure you really understand the meaning of a roller coaster. Do you know the word coast? C-O-A-S-T. Do you know what it means? Come again. 快接近了。海洋叫 ocean， 但是跟海有关。Very good. Hualien, Taidong, they are on the east coast of Taiwan. Tainan, Jiayi, they are on the west coast of Taiwan. Okay? A coast is the outline of an island or a continent. Okay? So, for example, this is Taiwan. Okay? So, this is, what is this? East coast. What about here? West coast. Okay? North coast, south coast. This is a coast. The outline of an island, of a continent. Alright? So, coast. Okay, so we finished the word coast. What about roller coaster? What does it mean, roller coaster? Do you know the word roll? R-O-L-L, roll. Very good, very good. Okay? For example, if I think it's really, really hot over here. This part of my clothes is called sleeve. Okay? If it's really hot, what will you do?
Roll off.
Yeah, you will roll theorem 说 to roll something 滚动卷起来的意思啊。好，那这个到底跟海岸跟滚动到底跟云霄飞车有什么关系？那跟海岸什么关系？首先，这个海岸是比喻云霄飞车的轨道。云霄飞车的轨道是不是不规则状的？对不对？这样才刺激啊，是不是？所以说这个 coaster 是比喻云霄飞车的轨道的样子 ，OK 吗？然后我在这个轨道上面，我给它装上可以滚动的车厢，让你在上面去体验一下，有没有？所以这两个都加ER了 ，OK？Coaster 是轨道的不规则状 ，roller 在一个东西上面加ER，不是指那个东西或人嘛，对不对？所以装上可以滚动的所以合起来 roller coaster 就变云霄飞车 ，OK？All right， 好，这个应该是游乐场大家最喜欢的，对不对？那你们喜欢这个吗？大型游乐场也都会这个。Very good， 这个叫做 Ferry Wheels。Wheel 是什么意思？轮子。Ferry Wheel， 那这个就摩天轮了。我以前年轻的时候，喜欢追求刺激。等到我儿子他国小的时候，带他去做儿童乐园的摩天轮，转上去我就头晕了，腿都软掉了。老了怎么差那么多没有用的男人啊？好，以前年轻的时候根本都没有感觉，你知道吗？老了怎么？我的天啊！坐上摩天轮还会脚软，还不敢往下看，太惨。所以你们要趁年轻的时候，想要体验什么东西，赶快去体验一下，不要到我这个年纪了啊，很恐怖。这个叫做 Ferry Wheels， 根本像城市 roller coaster。So we finished number 8, and then we're going to move on to number 9. Drinking to excess. Symptoms. Nausea. And headaches, very good. Drinking to excess can lead to a lot of hangover symptoms. What does it mean, symptom? Symptom is something you have, especially when you are sick. Yeah, that's right. For example, can you give me some examples of the symptoms of a cold? Fever, thank you. You might have a fever. What else? Sore throat, very good. Runny nose. Tired, right? You say tired. All right. These are the symptoms. Okay. Different sickness. They will have different kind. They will cause different kind of symptoms. All right. Okay. So, question number 9. The answer we have here including nausea. Nausea means that you think it's yucky, okay? So you might want to throw up, okay? Let's go to this one. Number 9 will be throwing up. It's not only throw up, it's throwing up. Okay, any question? And then let's go hangover. What does it mean, hangover? Hangover means that if you drink, you know the word drink, right? When I say, do you drink? What do I mean? Very good. If I say, oh, I drink some juice, then you want to drink juice, right? If I say I drink some water, what did I drink? Water. But if I say, oh, I drank a lot last night, then what did I drink? Wine. Something with alcohol. Okay? Alright. So if I say in this case, it says that hangover means that if you drank too much last night, the second morning when you wake up, you probably have some hangover. Oh, maybe it's a headache, you don't feel well because you drank too much last night. Okay? Alright. Okay, so we finished number 9. Now we're going to move on to number 10. So, next one, please. Job is much more like something you are doing. And occupation is much more like a formal word. Just like, I have a part-time job. Then you don't say, I have a part-time occupation. Okay? Just like we're talking about, oh, what is a father's occupation? It means that what is a father's job? The only difference is that it is much more formal. Just like you're filling a blank. When you are filling a form, well, you will probably put your name over here. Alright? And then your gender. Gender, you probably have male or female. Alright? And then you probably have occupation. Occupation. So what is an occupation? 对啊，他会写工作还是写职业？因为它就比较正式。What is occupation? I mean, what do you do to make a living? Alright. Gender, do you remember the word gender? Yeah, that's right. Male or female. Okay. Alright, so we have. Yeah. Competitive field. Each other's still wants thunder， 对不对？那这里的 wants 不是你的，我别不是他的，那个 wants 要写看你造的句子啊，就是彼此的嘛，对不对？所以不是 still wants each other's， 是 still each other's thunder. That's right, very good. So the answer to question number 10, the first thing is occupation. And then to steal each other's thunder. Alright. And there's also one word which is very interesting, is competitive. What is competitive? 竞争的，对不对？ And do you know what a competitive eater is? What is a competitive eater? What is a competitive eater? Do you know what it is? 哦，不是。It's a kind of job. Somebody makes a living being a competitive eater. 素食, no. Answer my question. Why do you eat? Why do you eat? To live. You want to get energy, right? That's why you're going to eat. A competitive eater, they eat. The reason they eat is not to get energy. They want to compete with other people. You can eat 10 hot dogs, I can eat 20. You can eat 20, I can eat 40. They're going to compete, you know? It's not just for you to survive, they want to have a base. 你刚刚大家有听懂叫什么？大胃王 ，OK， competitive eater。有没有人想要当大胃王？有啊，你有。太难了，是不是？OK， 你把它调高一点点。OK，competitive eater. Do you know any famous competitive eater in Taiwan? 他谁？芊芊啊，女生啊，很会吃啊。
对啊。
哇，还有嘞，还有谁？你印象最深刻，他吃什么？
我不知道，我没有看到影片。
哦，但你有听过对不对？有吗？还有谁知道 ？Any competitive eater, famous competitive in Taiwan？ 好像我记得有个叫做丁丁的，有看过吗？
哦，有。
也是个男生啊，好厉害哦！他们真的太夸张了，对不对？好 ，So this is a competitive eater. Competitive 就是指竞争的 ，OK？ They are eating to compete, not to get energy. 动词长这样 ，compete。名词 competition. So these are the difference between them. Okay, so that's number 10. And then we're going to take a look at question number 11. Haley was angry with her sister for blind when she was trying her best to impress the coach. So who's next one?
And was angry with her sister for stealing her number when she was trying her best to impress the coach.
Thank you very much. You did a very good job. Actually, she noticed that, do you notice that her answer is not steal? She says stealing, right? Okay, because you're going to put ing because we're talking about for. For is a preposition, okay? So stealing her thunder. Alright, so thunder, we just talked about thunder. And do you know the word thunderstorm? What is it? Do you know storm? There are different kinds of storm. Maybe sandstorm or thunderstorm or simply storm. A storm is very similar to a typhoon. There's a lot of rain, the wind is very strong. So what is a storm? 风暴的意思 ，OK？ 所以 sandstorm 就是沙尘暴 ，OK？What about thunderstorm？ 它的暴风雨来的时候，天空还会打起什么？雷，闪电，对不对 ？OK 吗？啊，所以叫什么？把你们中文回来啊！好，沙尘暴为什么？雷，答对了，雷雨、雷阵雨 ，OK。上面是沙尘暴，下面是雷阵。沙尘暴在澳洲有一个很可爱的名称，叫做 Willy Willy。Okay, this is another nickname of a sandstorm. So storm is a bomb. All right, so finish number 11. We're going to keep on moving to question number 12. Who's next one? 换谁？跟你超伟，换哲伟，好来，哲伟。Experiences Carter. Thank you. So the answer over here is relate to somebody. Okay. 他能够理解他，对不对？把他的情绪跟他做关联啊。All right. Number 13, Sam 对啊，感动真的不是产生共鸣吗？Lyrics。
sharing a good song and
哎，relate to 不是2个字，它怎么3个字啊？好问题。
对，
它不是2个字，它不写3个字，对不对？你真的不知道？我提示一下下，你看后面它是写 by the listeners。by 是什么意思？啊，被听到的人感同身受，所以这个句子是主动还是被动？被动要怎么写？被动怎么写？被动 can 他会写 being 吗？
它后面这叫原型。
对，原型是谁？be。OK， 好 ，be 对不对 ？Can be related to. Alright. Okay, let's take a look at question number 14. A thick skin 还是 a thick skin？ 不是需要一个生病的皮肤哦，是厚一点的皮哦。Thick, yeah. You need a thick skin. Thick. 舌头要伸出来。Thick. You need a thick skin to. All right. That's number 14. 15?
To be successful in the world, you need to have a thick skin.
Very good. 书还是要的 thick skin 啊。16. Though Patrick's business went down the tubes, he is eagerly waiting for his next chance. Okay, so the answer to this one is went down the tubes. Number 16 went down the tubes. Okay, so it's the word eager. The term is that you can say be eager to do something. What does it mean? Be eager to do something. Anybody knows?
很想要去做
Yeah.
也是。
That's right. All right. If you want to do something bad, then you can say be eager to do something. For example, if you like BTS very much and you really want to go to their concert, then you can say I am eager to see their concert. Alright? Okay. You cannot wait to do something. That's number 16. And we can move on to question number 17. Sam, it's your turn. Drew had high hopes for his sandwich business. Are you sure it's go down the tubes? I mean, you're not going to make any change on the word go. 干，
对，这个
干是过去分词，
会
那应该是过去时式 went。OK, went down the tubes. OK. 17. Now, the tubes. Okay, so we finished the 10 phrases. Now I want you to spend some time to remember the phrases and try to finish the exercise. Okay? 花一点时间把第一部分做一下，好啊，给你大概5到10分钟左右。 这样子画出来几个？几个？60，好，满分100了啊。来，第一个厚脸皮怎么说？A thick skin。回到正轨。Back on track. O2. Throw up. 讨论中的，有待厘清的哈。利与弊 ，pros and cons。与某人感同身受。Relative summary. 失败。Go down the tubes. 如此的程度以至于有机会做什么 ？Have a shot. 这个的 shot 指的是机会的意思啊，射击的那个机会，抢了某人的风头。Steal one's thunder. 好，这是片语的部分哈。来，我们看一下第一题，那边写什么？答对了，都可以 go down， 第一个要 went down。Went down the tubes。第二题你们写什么 ？Stole very good。你有注意到要变成过去式，不要傻傻的写 steal 啊。那中间要写的是那个女生的 once 的那个数 steal thunder。第三题 ，I dislike being group who is together with Zoe on a project, as she is always trying to steal my thunder. Number 4, having grown up in a poor family, Kevin could relate to. Number 5, when it was secretly filmed taking drugs, the TV presenter's career went down the tubes. Bill knows that he needs a, what is it? What does he need? A thick skin, right? Number 7, Amy couldn't keep up with her studies while she was in hospital, but she is, thank you, back on track. Number 9, Jeremy had a bad case of the flu and was so sick that he threw up. Very good. 你有注意到要写的 threw， 不要写 throw 啊。第10 ，the company was losing money to such an extent that 11题 The dust in the deserted house had accumulated. 你填什么 ？To search and extend that. 12题呢 The man in question. 13呢 You seem to enjoy excitement, so how about have a shot 差一点就对了。How about is a preposition, so you should having instead of using have a shot. How about having a shot at? Number 14, Nate is not sure whether he你们填什么 ？has the shot at 15题 After turmoil of the past 2 weeks, we are finally back on track. 16题 Before you make a crucial decision, it is wise of you to weigh up all the pros and cons. 17 Don't be afraid of pointing out my mistake because I have a thick skin. 18 There are some你们填什么啊 ？fault 比较像是，也可以吧，瑕疵。The revenue is the same. Second person can go down the tubes. 好，满分120。肖老师念一下名字，报一下分数。韩晨。110，很好。善元116，很好。哲伟112，很好。那你这题呢？好。上完就把分数打上去，然后作业打上去 ，OK。你们需要休息一下吗？啊？好 ，OK， 那让你们休息一下，我们等一下来讲第8课的。你们需要加第几课？第7课，还在第7课。那你今天要背7课单字哦。哦，他们上次7单字考过了吗？有了，那就考第7课 A 卷，还是单字要再考一次？啊 ？A 卷吗？是不是？好，韩晨你是 A 卷。哲伟嘞 ，A 卷吗？好 ，OK。那善言，你如果可以的话，就单字跟 A 卷。
啊，我单词就好了吧？
你单词背好了吗？
还没有。
那你先单词吧，你这样落后一次哦啊！你有一次要补回来，休息一下吧。 OK 了吗？先去考喽，上课喽。我要上厕所了，赶快去喽。 Okay, so we are going to take a look at the graph I'm going to talk about today. It's on page 255. Okay, on page 255, we're going to talk about the inversion of negative words, clauses. Okay, so you can try to take a look at the very first part. The very first part, we'll talk about negative. Negative means no. Positive means yes. Okay? And we're talking about adverbs. There are some adverbs which have a negative meaning. Okay? And also we're going to talk about clauses like only if. Okay? Whenever you see these terms placed in the beginning of the sentence, if they're in the beginning of the sentence, we're going to write down in an inversion way. This is what we call inversion. The part of here, you write down the be verb first, and the subject. This is what we call subject complement. Subject complements they could be adjectives, they could be a place, they could be doing something. Present participle, past participle, yeah, okay. Whatever we talk about over here is called inversion. So before we start, you can think about what are some negative adverbs. Can you give me some examples? Sam? Do you have anything in mind? Any vocabulary that pops to you? Some adverbs which has a negative meaning. For example? Never, very good. Okay? Never means that you never did that, right? Okay, what else? Yes. Is always a negative adverb? Always. Always means 100% you're going to do that, right? So it's not a negative term. What are some negative words? For example, I seldom go to a movie. Did you hear any? Seldom. Very good, okay. Words like seldom, scarcely, barely, never, these are what we call negative adverbs. Alright? Okay. So the first one you see over here, we have some vocabulary which conveys a negative meaning. What are they? The first one is, what is it? Never, right? Seldom. What else? What else? Never, seldom, little. What else? Hardly. What else? Barely. What else? Scarcely. Do you know the meaning of these words? Which one you don't understand? Let's check the meaning of these words in Chinese. What does it mean in Chinese? It means that 0%, you never did that, right? What about seldom? Yeah, 50%, 20% means that maybe you did it, but it's not that often, right? What about little? Small. What is the difference between these two? No, this one we talk about is like frequency. But here we're not talking about frequency. What are we talking about? We're talking about the amount of something. Like little money. Okay? We're referring to something which you have a very, very small amount of something, almost nothing. Yeah, that's right. What about hardly? If I say I hardly go to a movie, it means that, well, could be I never go to a movie. about barely or scarcely?
Few.
The same thing. Okay? Alright? Okay, so that's the vocabulary we have to understand. Try to write down the Chinese meaning for those words that you don't understand. And then we also talk about no longer, under no circumstances, in no way, on no account. Do you know all these phrases? What is the first phrase? Yeah, what does it mean? Yeah, that's right. Thank you very much. What about under no circumstances? What does it mean under no circumstances? It's something about principle. You know the word principle? Principle is the rule that you always follow. Everyone has his or her own principle. Okay? It means that there is something you will do and something you will never ever do. Okay? So under no circumstances, it's much more like we're talking about principle. If you are not going to steal money, so you can say under no circumstances will I steal people's money. It means that you'll never ever do it, right? Circumstances means situation. Even I have no money with me, I'm really, really hungry, I will not steal people's money. Okay? So what does it mean? 不管在任何的情况之下。Alright? Anything else? What's the next one? In no way. On no account. In no way. On no account. What do they mean? It means impossible. Right? It's impossible for somebody to do something. So these are the words or phrases which are related to negative meaning. And also we have some conjunctions like only when, only in, only after, not until. These are very, very important. Whenever you see these terms, it means that there must be a sentence followed by it. Okay? We have only if, only when, only after. And also we have not until. Which one do you know? Actually, only if means only when means only after. Alright? And not until means that until a certain time that you need to do something. Okay? So we have some vocabularies and some phrases and also some conjunctions we can understand. So let's take a look at the first example. Sam, we're going to start from you. Can you read the first sentence? I am happy. The kids. I'm happy only when the kids are with me. So we want to rewrite the sentence by saying only when blah blah blah. So did you notice any negative adverbs or clauses? 原本的句子有否定的单字、片语还是连接词吗？没有。Only when 是单字还是片语还是连接词？ 单字片语，就直接把单字片语移到最前面。如果是连接词，那你要把那后面的一整个句子都移到最前面。Am I making myself clear? Sam, do you get a picture? Try to take a look at over here. You're not going to say I am happy. Yeah, that's right. You're going to use inversion, right? Okay? 你记得把这种否定的副词移到句首的时候，后面要写成倒装句，就是把它写成疑问句的样子啦。OK? I am happy 变疑问句就 am I happy? OK? 这样第一题大家答案都对了吗 ？OK 哈，来全班念一下第一题的答案。Only when the kids are with me. 来念一下。那它的中文意思是什么啊？换句话说，小孩如果不在我身边，我可能就开心不起来。OK， 好。So only when the kids are with me， 记得后面要把它写成 am I happy。这时候 am I happy 就是一个倒装句的写法。OK。So that's the answer to the very first question. Now let's take a look at the question number 2. Tian is scarcely late, not to mention his academic performance. So what do you think the answer to this one? 有没有看到否定的单字、片语或者是连接词？上面有的，上面有 not to， 上面有 not to， 上面没有 not to mention。not to mention 是更别提的意思 ，mention 是提及的意思，完全没有。你要不要再念一次看看？哦，好，很好，帮我把 scarcely 好了。Scarcely 就几乎很少了，对不对？老师说，如果是单字或片语，就直接把单字或片语移到最前面；如果是连接词，就把连接词那一整句移到最前面，对不对 ？So what do you think of this one? What? 对啊，是不是把 be 动词往前移，就把那一头往前移了？知道意思哈？ Okay, so the answer to this question is scarcely is Jim late, comma, not to mention his academic performance. Okay, so the next key term we'll talk about here is not to mention. You can also say let alone. It's another way for you to talk about it. Not to mention or let alone. Okay. For example, I don't have money to eat dinner. Not to mention a drink. Or I don't have money to have dinner, let alone a drink. Okay? Alright. So we finished the first part, and then we're going to move on to the second one is that if the sentence is a present tense, which means that there's a verb includes, then you're going to probably use do or does or did to reconstruct the sentence. Alright? So, 善元, what do you think? Tim utters a word only if he is spoken to. 你有看到否定的副词的单字或者是片语或者是连接词吗？哪里？ ？Only if。那我们等一下移的时候是移 only if 还是 only if 一整句？
only if 一整句。
好，那你的答案是
Only if Tim is open to the city hotel work.
very good。他有注意到 only if 往前移的时候，你的 he 就变第一次出现了，对不对？所以你就要把它写成 only if Tim is spoken to， 然后再把原本的句子写成疑问句的样子，对不对？所以韩晨，你再念一下第一题的答案，有跟上吗？来试试看，让你念。Only if Tim is spoken to， 注意一下，你要把 he 改成 Tim 啊，然后再继续写上 Does he utter to utter something means to say something, okay? Utter a word. All right. And then we're going to move on to next one is the slashes felt satisfied only when they had found multiple jobs. Does anyone know what slashes is? 斜杠青年，答对了哈。Slash 就是这个东西，这个就是一个 slash， 斜杠的意思。OK， 那为什么要叫斜杠青年？因为他的职业可能是企业家，然后什么好几个，有没有？写到一个是不是再加一个斜杠，所以叫 slashes。OK， 就是斜杠青年的意思。So the slashes feel satisfied only after they had found multiple jobs. Multiple means more than one, okay? When we say multiple something, means that more than one, could be 2 or 3 or many. Okay, it starts from the word many. Okay, so next one. 哲伟有没有找到否定的字词？ Only after， 那看到 only after 是以这两个字就好，还是一整句？好，那你会怎么说呢？ Okay, there are something that we should remember is that in this case, we are talking about past tense. 因为这一题它描述的是用过去式的方式，因为它写的是 felt satisfied， 所以你要注意一下你的 only if, only after, the slashes. And found 没错哈 ，and found multiple jobs。接下来我们要写的呢是过去式，所以你就要把助动词从 does 改成了 did。slash 第二次出现，而且你写的助动词后面的动词就要写原形。所以就变成 Did they feel satisfied? OK， 这回这样 OK 哈。好，下一个，如果原本的句子没有 be 动词，也不是现在式，也不是过去式，可能有形状助动词，比如说 can 啊、could 啊、will、would、should 这种字，那就把它往前一样移到助词前面。知道我说什么哈？来，韩晨交给你了。你先去念一下题目 ，You can't solve a problem， 念念看。Such complicated without patience. So only with， 哎呦。这一题有点小小的变化 但是我觉得应该没问题，试试看。有想好吗？那这里要怎么写啊？
忘记哪里了？
啊？
忘记哪里了？
漂亮，你跟他讲的是他那个地方。
Only with nuts. Oh, only with nuts. Only with nuts.
Only with nut 为什么？不是，善言
Only with patience.
答对了，只有具备耐心嘛。如果 only if 出来写句子，那 only with 就把那个名词写出来就好了，对不对？看看是不是有耐心，真的是你才能解决复杂的问题。OK， 韩丞相你有懂哈？哦，来，小老师解释给他听一下。 听得懂吗？你没有听，你要大声一点。
Only with patience.
Only if 是要加句子，
哦，
那 only with 就加什么？对啊，单的单词是什么 ？patient 耐心嘛，所以前面三个字就是 only with patience， 然后再来就倒装。没有耐心不能解决，那有耐心呢？答对了 ，solve。That's right. So only with patience. Can you 就不是 can't 了，对不对 ？Can you solve such a complicated? 后面是接什么 ？Question? Problem? 啊？好。Please check your answer to see if your answer is correct. 好，那如果是完成式的话，我们就把完成式的助动词 have or has 往前移就好。下一题就要交给小老师了。I had never seen such an amazing view of the seashore before. We're going to rewrite the sentence by sounding saying never. I had never seen such an amazing. 第二题 We can hardly imagine how far technology will go in the next 100 years. So we're going to start by saying hardly. Hardly can we or can't we? Which one is correct? Can't 是不是 ？Hardly 什么意思？几乎不啊 ，can't 呢？几乎不可以，那就是可以了。Hardly can we imagine 后面照抄 ，OK？ 好，所以第二题的答案 Hardly can we imagine how far technology will go in the next 100 years. 好 Number 2 Hardly 要改的地方只有这里啊 can But as we can imagine 就是 can we imagine Hardly can we imagine how far technology will go. in the next one, Mommy. Okay. So we have finished number 3, and then we're going to take a look at number 4. 第4个，如果是完成式的话，你就把那个 have 或 has 或 had 往前移就好了哈。I have never seen such an amazing view of the seashore before.
It is here I see such an amazing view of the seashore.
Very good. 小老师有听到吗？把谁往前移就好了。然后啊？对，所以就把它写成 Never had I seen such an amazing view， 对不对？所以这边就先写 Never had I seen， 后面再照写 such an amazing view。Of the seashore. Okay, so we're going to move on to the very last question over here and try to figure out what the answer is to this question. Alright? 我们来看最后一题了啊。Which of the following is grammatically wrong? 这4个只有一个文法是错的。来，哲维，你觉得哪一个是错的？或者你觉得哪一个一定是对的？有没有你觉得一定是对的 ？A， 只有透过不断的练习，我们才能把英文讲得很流利。B， 他很少会看这一种很复杂而且又很引人入胜的故事。C，Sam 只有在喝了咖啡之后，早上才能够很清晰的思考事情。猪，这里夏天很少下雨。这位有没有哪个一定对或一定错的？有看出来吗？再一次，什么 ？A 是错的，为什么？A 其实没有错，那个 through 是透过的。刚刚有没有 only with 加名词 ，only through 画起来？如果要 only 配一个介系词，那就是配那个介系词片语的概念，就不一定写句子。所以 A 没有错，它都只有透过不断的练习。OK， 所以 A 是对的哦。就像 only with 加名词 ，only through 也是加名词。还有哪一个一定错的？有谁看出来呢？赛员。为什么？答对了嘛？你把 seldom 写在句首，对不对？那你 he 怎么会配 do？ 是吧 ？he 要配谁？25题，一题4分，你们有5分钟可以写，加油！写得完吗？写不完就这里也当作业好，好不好？来得及25题，我觉得5分钟有点，会不会太过分？ 你帮我多打一下，256到258也是作业，好不好？那这样在网上，因为要4节的，你一定写不完的，好不好 ？OK， 还有256到258，就让你们休息。等一下，第7课申诉要回传给我啊，第7课单字，第7课大卷，韩程你就下礼拜跟盛元一起改啊。像你们2个下礼拜就是第7课大卷跟第8课。
明天小学。
啊？
明天。
哦，那你好会写哦。你们都会写吗？我注意你几乎都没写过呢。啊？你写了改完要回传哦。我下次要检查哦。好。